Welcome to A Direction Forward. This is Season 2, Episode 7. So, on this episode, I want to talk about friends. And if you're like me, we started, or maybe you're not like me, I don't know. Anyway, when I was younger, in first grade, I started having friends. That's when I first started getting friends. And I'll never forget, I had Kathy, that was my best friend. And then Bonnie came along. And we were good friends through grade school, and then we got into junior high, and some more people came into the mix. And then by high school, Kathy went to a parochial school. Bonnie and I kind of went our own way, and I kind of got in with a different crowd of girls, and we were actually instrumental in changing some of the high school rules. See, when I went to high school, girls were supposed to take home ec and sewing, and then boys got to take woodworking, auto mechanics, and architectural. And so we kind of thought that was kind of weird because we already knew how to cook and we knew how to sew, but we didn't know how to change a tire on a car or oil. And certainly, would be, I don't know about woodworking, but I thought that would be fun. And then architectural was kind of cool too if you like to draw. So we went before the school board and petitioned for girls to be able to take these classes, and of course boys to be able to take the ones that we had to take. And lo and behold, we were successful and we were able to do that. So my one girlfriend, Lori, who went on to work, I guess, for the FBI, she took auto mechanics. My other girlfriend, Sherry, she did architectural, and then I, of course, yours truly did woodworking. And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So again, instrumental in making changes, and that's very important. And my friends at that time, we were all together and like-minded, and that was great. And then we graduated actually in 3 years from high school, and we all went our separate ways. So, and that's okay too. So after high school, started off with a college, couple of years in college, and met more people at that time. Then went off to work for a major airline, and that's when I really started meeting people in different areas of the country and world, and having those people as my friends for many years. Some of those people I'm still in contact with through either text or emails, which is really awesome. I have a friend that I've known for 45 years, and we recently started doing something that's kind of fun, and maybe you guys might want to do this too with some of your friends. So he sent me 3 separate songs, just clips, on YouTube. And one had to do with heart, the other one had to do with soul, and the other one had to do with body. Now these are his interpretation of heart, soul, and body. Let me remind you of that. So I listened to them, and some of them were kind of hard to listen to because it's just not my thing. But I did, and that's a courtesy that I did, listen to them, and then I would comment. And then I would send my 3 to him of heart, body, and soul. And he would listen, I hope he did anyway, to those and then comment. And so then it was his turn again, and vice versa. So we've been doing this for, I think we've got about 10 rounds in, and it's just absolutely fun because you go back and pick songs that you haven't heard for a long time or didn't even think about. And, again, it's whatever resonates with you with that particular heart, body, and soul. And you can switch it up. You can change it up. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but you could switch it up to something different if you wanted to do it with your friends. So how do you make friends when you become older? I'm a senior citizen. I moved from California, where I'd lived for 30 plus years, so I was pretty well developed with friends and in the community. And then I like to say I just took a detour for a couple of years, moved to Florida, Sarasota, and again, met some lovely people there. In fact, Claudia, thank you so much. You're the one inspirational for me doing this A Direction Forward, and I love you very much. And thank you so much. So anyway, I met some lovely people there, women, and still talk to them, still communicate with them. And then I moved from Sarasota, Florida to Arizona, where I only knew, I think maybe 3, maybe 4 people, and a couple, Olga and her husband, lived nearby. In fact, Olga was instrumental in picking out my home for me. Thank you, Olga, and it's a beautiful home. Thank you. And then I have some cousins that are about an hour away, and a couple other people that I knew from way back when, 20-some years ago. So anyway, I came here, and I literally didn't know hardly anyone or have any really good friends. And I met some just wonderful women, and we've just had a great time. We're just enjoying ourselves and doing a lot of things. I had a pajama party at my place the other night where everybody came over in their pajamas, and we had a potluck and just sat around and had some drinks and lots of stories to tell. And it was just really, really interesting. I really appreciated it, and it made me wake up the next day and I had to think how truly blessed I am to have moved to such a special place and be enjoying it. So, is it possible to make friends as an adult? It may require a bit of effort and dedication. And of course, every season of adulthood brings new challenges. Making new friends can be one of them. So time constraints, family issues, health concerns can make it hard to meet people or even nurture relationships you already have. And I know this has happened to me recently. A couple of the ladies that I met had to have some surgeries done, so they were out of commission for like 8 weeks. And God bless them. I mean, my God, they just came right back, and that just shows the amazing ability that people have, even if you're older, to do that. So anyway, so how do you make friends as an adult? Consider some steps to improve your social circle. Try to transition acquaintances into solid friendships. One way is to grow your network by tapping into your existing one. You may already have acquaintances that are potential close friendships in the works. And that's exactly what I did. I joined a couple of clubs here. One had to do with like a lot of dances, and then they have a wine club and book and game all in one, and different nights for this club. And so I joined them, and that's how I started meeting a lot of wonderful, wonderful people. And, to go out dancing at least 3 times a week is a blessing. To live music, that's really very good live music to dance to and have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. We just did one last night, and we all, it was a Cinco de Mayo, so we all dressed up our very best, with the flowers in the hair and everything, and the tops off of our shoulders, and we just had so much fun. We laughed and had a lot of fun. Consider people that you encounter regularly at like a fitness class, a place of worship, book clubs, or favorite coffee shop. These casual encounters may be one meaningful conversation away from a closer friendship. And that's true. That's so very true. And some of the ways you could help the transition would include invite them out for a cup of coffee, or, to go for a bite to eat at lunch. That's always a good way, because then, you're away from everything, and you can hear their story and they can hear your story. And it's important that you're not a chatty Cathy and you let them tell their story too. Start casual conversations that may slowly become longer and more meaningful, offering to share your unique experiences or even recent events. And that's so important, because you want to hear what they have to say too, because if they're going to be your friend, you want to make sure that you're like-minded and that you have some similar interests and some similar experiences that you want to be with. Make a plan to meet outside your usual meeting place, and that's what I mentioned before. These are all good and simple ways to meet new people, to improve the people that you've met, and to get into a relationship or a friendship with them. Find people who share your interests and beliefs, and who can potentially become friends. And that's, again, that is so important, because I like to be with like-minded people. Not that I don't mind a good debate now and then, but sometimes I just want to be with people that are like-minded, so that I can speak however I want to, my views and opinions and stuff like that. And I don't have to debate, or I don't have to, justify the way that I feel that way. It's just, and that's the way I do. So again, that's just me. So you can join local groups. I join local groups on Facebook and Meetup, and that helped me quite a bit. And then, of course, where I live at, there's 3 pages of different types of clubs that you can join. I mean, if you can't find something within those 3 pages, of course, you always have the ability to start your own club, and you can do that. That's not a problem. But I mean, it's 3 pages, and I always tell all my friends, that haven't come to visit me yet, it's like living on a cruise ship that goes nowhere, because literally every day, at every hour almost, there's something that you can do. Partnership with local events, such as maybe if they have a bike ride or a short run, or volunteer. Oh, this is a good one. Volunteer at a local animal shelter. I'm a pet lover. I've been a pet sitter for many years. I did that in California, Florida, and now I'm doing it here in Arizona. And so it's a really, really good way to meet, some local animal lovers. And then also for me, it might be a little bit of good business too. So I'm kind of doing both networking and having fun. Take a group class for cooking, dancing, golfing, gardening, any of that and more. I'm back into my pottery clay class, and I'm enjoying it very much. Met some really nice ladies there, and I'm also in a class with not only pottery but also woodworking, and so I'm enjoying that too, to bring that back into my life. So these are things that you can do, very simple, very easy, and it will, I hope it will anyway, at some point, establish some new friendships for you, and some new, lasting people that are in your life. And it's so meaningful and so great, and so you're just so blessed to have people in your life that you can enjoy and talk to and have fun with. So thank you very much for listening to A Direction Forward. If you have any comments, or if you'd like to be on A Direction Forward, my email address is adirectionforward@yahoo.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.